Hey, this is AJ from the House of Masks, and you are listening to Heavy Mental Breakdown.
Dude, I see that background over there. You got quite a bit of stuff back there.
Yeah, I feel bad because typically I would do this in the sanctuary, but I keep it really cold over there. And
Mm,
the Ohio weather is so back and forth between like still being freezing cold and still being trying to be summer. But
yeah.
it's too cold in there right now. I can't go in there right now.
Same thing with New York. I have like a heated blanket behind me right now. It's like fucking freezing. I'm in a basement right now and it's
Yeah.
it's fucking cold.
Yeah, it would obviously be a way cooler, like make more sense sort of background to be in there, but I walked in earlier and
Yeah.
honestly,
All good. All good. So for anybody who doesn't know who AJ Good is with House of Masks, what's just like an introduction, surface level background on you? What do you want to tell us about you? Where are you from? How'd you get started in doing what you do?
well, okay, so I am from Chillicothe, Ohio. It's like an hour south of Columbus. Nobody really knows about Chillicothe.
Hmm.
Um, and I guess the House of Masks is it's like a multi-layered type of thing. So there's like the online presence, like kind of the community that we have with mask collecting and the YouTube channel and the Instagram, where I kind of base all my content off of my collection. And then there's the
Hmm.
physical collection itself, which is what I think is the biggest mask collection in the world. Definitely like the biggest Slipknot related collection or Guar related collection or anything like that. Um, I
Yeah.
think that probably sums it up pretty good, right?
Yeah. Well, how long have you been doing this for? How long? When did House of Masks start? Let's go there.
Um, Somewhere around 2013, I believe, because I
Oh,
got,
you've been doing this for a minute then.
yeah, I've always kind of had masks, like ever since I was a kid. I got my first mask, this one right here, actually. I keep it on my editing bay. Um,
Nice. What was that, Sid?
yep.
Nice.
Um, and I keep it right here. I don't know how well I can do this with the one that he gave me after the 25th anniversary tour.
Oh,
Just
he
to kind
gave
of
it to you.
yeah, I'll tell that story here.
Oh, that's amazing. Oh, well,
Um,
I know that you do a lot of Slipknot stuff, so I wore my shirt in honor of you and what you do.
Heck
And I
yeah.
see clown right, I see a couple different clowns behind you.
Yeah, those are all project clowns. There's so much to talk about, dude. It's so
Yeah,
hard.
there's a um well, with you saying there's so much to talk about, let's dive into what you want to tell us about your company, like what are some highlights? What are some of the really cool things you're doing right now?
Right now, we are slowly, maybe not so slowly, kind of transitioning back into busy season. Typically, there's like a build up to October
Hmm.
with content and just everything, man. Everything.
Your busiest month of the year, I bet.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I really get the YouTube push in October, which is cool. I wish I got it all year, but
Mm.
YouTube is gonna YouTube. So yeah, I'm trying to just get what work I can get done now while also this has been a big year already of like chilling out to myself a little bit,
Mm.
which has been really cool. And I feel like it maybe has made my attitude a little bit better, which shows in the videos, which makes people enjoy the videos a little bit more.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But yeah, we've got like there's House of Mask stuff, then there's like just my normal life stuff, and then obviously we've started promoting the festival, which I am one half of. So trying to figure that out, man, that's always the most stressful thing for sure is the festival, but
Yeah.
it's all coming together.
Well, you mentioned the festival, so we'll go there next. Tell us about the festival and when is it, what's going on, and just a little bit more about it.
So I co-run a festival called Palefest with one of my best friends in the world. His name's Bishop Walker. He owns a mask making company called Paleface and Co. And we've done a whole bunch of stuff. We've made stuff for Mudvayne.
Oh, sick.
He has a super exclusive deal with Hell House LLC. I don't know if you've ever heard of those
Yeah,
movies.
I have.
Yeah, so all the clown
Hmm.
masks that are in that movie are his.
Oh, very cool. I'm a big horror fan, so I
Nice.
definitely
Yeah.
get it. That's
Yeah, people
sick.
either love that or they have no idea what it is.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, so me and him came together. He actually moved from California to come out here just to be closer to the House of Masks. So we could just be like brother companies and kind of support each other and go back and forth with whatever we could like offer each other. And we ended up doing an open house for my original location in 2021. And dude, it was so cool. Like we had initially just planned to do an open house and a meet and greet. So it would be like the first time that I would be meeting any sort of like House of Masks public like meet and greet, whatever. Like all kinds of YouTubers did that, and I just didn't know if I could do something like that. I didn't know what the interest would be or if the size was like appropriate or whatever.
Hmm.
So I invited him down to have a booth, and we had planned it from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. And I remember thinking like, dude, this is gonna suck. Like four people are gonna show up, and it's gonna be embarrassing, whatever. And right before we opened the door, one of our buddies came in and he was like, dude, there is a line down the street and around the corner. Like we have no idea where it ends.
Wow.
Um,
Wow.
yes.
Good for you.
So yeah, we did that. We ended up getting the last group of people through at like 2 a.m. Um,
When did it start?
6 p.m.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're gonna
So
need a fast pass for your
yeah,
studio.
as soon as it was finished, I just remember me and him looking at each other and we were like, that was the greatest thing ever. Like meeting all of those people that were just like so into what we're into and just so happy to be there. It was like an atmosphere like no other.
Hmm.
So from that point on, we started planning a festival. We were like, we got to get more of our friends that have companies involved. And, I've got like these connections with these bands and stuff where really I think that's where my channel kind of shines. Like the collection's cool, but bridging the gap between like collectors and fans and artists and
Yeah.
music artists and shows and movies and stuff. Um, so we did a bigger version of it the next year at the same location, and then we did an even bigger version of it the next year that implemented like actual live music and it's taken on a life of its own. But
Wow. So
essentially,
so this pretty much started just from people coming and checking out your studio, and now it's turned into like a whole festival where you including that. That's awesome,
yeah,
dude.
it
That's always the best outcome. Like you were probably you had some anxiety. You're like, I don't know if anybody's going to come.
yeah.
Who cares about this? And now, what, 5 years later, here you are.
Yeah, it's crazy. We took the year off last year because I bought this church and I really kind of wanted to put all my time and energy into this place,
You
which
bought a church.
yeah, so I bought a church. That is where the
That's
house of
awesome.
Mask is now. It's in a church.
Oh, it's in a church. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Inside of a church.
Uh,
That's sick.
yeah, it was under like not so great circumstances. The place that I was in before I was renting. But dude, I loved that place like from the time that I was a little kid until I got it, and then I had never planned on leaving. I knew I was going to outgrow it like pretty quickly, but I still just always wanted to be there, and just had some sort of like the lease was ending, and they were just like, we don't want to re-sign you for some reason, which I thought was weird. I never got an actual answer as to why. Um, so yeah, I don't know. But then I was in a panic because I was like, dude, I have this whole museum. Like, what am I gonna do? Um, and I've never been very professional in a sense of like thinking that I was gonna be able to go out and like get a loan for a property. You know what I mean?
That's too adult for us.
Exactly. And man, I'll tell you what, I kind of regret not playing the game earlier because it's fun.
Yeah.
If you can get on the right side of it. I've been trying
Hmm.
to figure out how to like get on the right side of it since I got the property, but also like now I have a fucking church. Like nobody can tell me anything. This is
Yeah.
my place. I can do whatever I want. We like ride dirt bikes through it, and I have a mini ramp in the sanctuary. And
That's sick.
yeah, dude, like it might have been the best thing to ever happen to me, even though I was
Yeah.
kind of upset about it at first. So,
It worked
but
out.
yeah, sorry, back to the festival. The festival now is totally just taken on a life of its own, and it's huge, and we actually outgrew all of the venues that I had available in my city, which was
Mm.
always super important to me to keep it here. Um,
Your
but it just,
hometown.
yeah, it just didn't end up working out like that. Like, what are we gonna do? Like, strangle the festival for the sake of keeping it here? Like,
Yeah.
we had a good run here, so we are doing it in Cincinnati, like a little outskirt called Middletown, and we've linked up with this place called Land of Illusion, which is like a
Hmm.
multi-million-dollar haunted amusement park. It's like the Disneyland
Really?
of scary haunted houses. It's the craziest thing ever. It's so cool. So yeah,
Now I
so
definitely have to go out there. That sounds sick.
you definitely have to come out.
Damn.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
need your
All right.
coverage. Yeah.
Yeah, whenever I'm like sponsoring or I'm at shows, I always bring my camera with me. I do like a little recap of the day. It's we can interview fans. I have the little lavalier mics I can connect to my phone, just walk around all
Yeah.
day interviewing people, like a wrap up interview
Yeah.
of an episode of
Yeah.
Palefest. How
Yeah.
many years have you been doing this?
So the meet and greet was 2021. We've done three Pale Fests. We took the year off last year, and then this will be Pale Fest 4.
How have you seen the growth of this festival?
Well, it got so big that I couldn't keep it in my city anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's cool. Yeah, I don't know. It literally started as a meet and greet, and then it was like this little rinky-dink like parking lot thing with vendors and tents and stuff, and now we are.
Oh, it started in a parking lot.
Yeah, dude. It was janky. It was
You do
what we
what you got
thought
to
was
do. You do what you
we
got to
thought it
do.
was sick at the time. We were like,
Yeah.
oh, we were so proud or whatever. And then yeah, the next year we were in like an indoor venue with like these giant stained glass windows and a real stage, and we were like, this is it. And then the year after that, we were in an even bigger venue, and I can't imagine what we're gonna feel like when we like look over the balcony at this haunted
Yeah.
house land that's just full of like all of our friends and stuff.
That's it. I'm bringing my Black Magic cinema camera then, and I'm gonna shoot like a little movie based
Dude,
on your
that would be
festival.
sick.
Whenever I see cool places, I'm always like, I need my camera. Where's my camera? Since I'm here, I gotta get it.
I hate to
Um,
sound all like TikTok-y and be like the vibe or whatever, but I
yeah.
swear the vibe at this place when it turns to like dusk and like they have all these like fires that people are standing around to keep warm and the stage is like going
Mm.
crazy and the sun is set, dude, it is sick.
Is there anywhere on that flyer that says something like that, where it's an abandoned or like a it's like a haunted amusement park, or is any of that kind of information on the flyer?
The first flyer, I don't know. I know that it definitely says like where it is. So I guess if
Right.
you were to go to the website,
Oh, okay. Because I'm like, if I were to be scrolling and like it caught my attention, like
yeah,
Palefest at a haunted amusement park,
there's so
I'd be
much
like,
going
oh,
on
oh
the
wow,
flyer that we have to release
yeah,
a billion flyers. So this
right,
one
right, right.
says Hellfest presents Bootzilla's Buckethead Land of Illusion Haunted Theme Park.
Oh, okay,
It's like
okay.
so much stuff.
Ugh, that's sick.
Yeah.
Just so we can give a little bit of a shout out to the to Palefest, who are some of the bands that are playing and some of the vendors? Who do you got coming out for you?
So the ones that we've released so far, band-wise, we have a few returning ones that are like Palefest favorites. We've got Swollen Teeth, who have done every Palefest. It's essentially like a marriage with that. So I don't know that there will ever be a Palefest that they don't play, which is rad. Because we love those guys. And then we have a band coming back this year that we discovered at the last Pale Fest. We actually had a battle of the bands at 2024, and it was music all day, and there were some really good bands. But then this last band went up, and I remember none of us had even heard of the name, which was weird because me and Bishop hand selected all of the entries. So we were like, who the hell is this? Like, like who's Mauled, whatever. And then they go up. I remember I went to my green room and I heard a Michael Myers sample playing. It was like do 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 do, and I was like, oh, cool, like Michael Myers sample. Nobody's ever done that before, whatever.
Right.
And my photographer ran in and was like, you have to come see this band right now. So I walked out there and it's these kids, dude, like teenagers, and they are fucking destroying the place.
Oh
It's
shit.
insane. So I remember watching them and being like, holy shit, I haven't felt something like this in a long time. But then I remember looking around and just like watching everybody else experience that probably for the first time because a lot of people that come are like kids. They're like teenagers. So they've never
Hmm.
experienced some
Hmm.
sort of like deathcore, like just so heavy that you're like crapping your pants about it. Uh, so as soon as they got off stage, I was like, we got to talk. Like, I need to talk to you guys. So we
Cool.
invited them back, and dude, their blow up has been insane. They are playing what I assume by now is a sold out show in Indy the night after tomorrow for an EP release show. So they're
Very cool. Good for them.
yeah, it's sick. It's been really, really fun to watch them kind of explode over the last year. Um, Vendors, we have fan favorites, Distortions Unlimited coming back. I don't know if you're familiar with
Mm.
Distortions.
No.
Um, they are like the biggest deal when it comes to like actual Halloween stuff. You ever go
Okay.
through a haunted house and see the electric chair guy that like rocks and whatever and smokes?
Yeah.
That's their creation. They made that back in like the
Oh.
70s. So like
They build the big animatronic stuff.
big stuff.
All the
Yeah.
stuff we want, but we can't afford. Like, what am I going to do with
Exactly.
this huge, like, 10-foot ghost after Halloween?
Yeah, they
But I
have
want
yeah.
it. I
They're
could
like
find something to do with it.
the kings. They made like the dudes that like throw up in barrels. They really have kind of but they're heavily rooted in Slipknot stuff and Buckethead
Hmm.
stuff and whatever. So like the liar mask with the big nose, like that was originally a Distortions piece.
Hmm.
Um, Buckethead talks with that little puppet guy. The puppet
Yeah.
is a Distortions piece, so they're really heavily rooted in metal stuff.
Well, so you bring up Slipknot earlier. You talked about Mudvayne. What are some of the artists that you have worked for? Just a little bit of a background on who you've worked with.
Well, Sid from Slipknot is my big one. That's my guy. He's like a mentor, and I've definitely done
Oh,
the most
cool.
stuff with him. I don't know how many videos we've made at this point, but he hit me up about doing a solid gold mask for the 25th anniversary, and I was like, I've never heard of anybody doing anything like that, but Sid wants a solid gold mask, so let's figure
25th.
it out.
I think that's where this shirt is from. I got that at Madison Square
Yeah.
Garden for their 25th.
So the mask, the Sid mask that's on that shirt is the one that's in this camera.
Wait, is it really? Trying to
Yeah.
see.
He's kind of crouched on the other side a little bit right there.
Oh, oh
Yeah,
shit, that's
that's the
you.
one. That's the one in my case.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it's super sick. This is the
I would
picture.
join that line, down the block to go and
I
see
took
that.
my first mask to him at the very last show, and then he ended up giving me the
Oh,
gold one back.
that's
So
awesome. That's so cool. Have you
yeah.
worked with any of the other guys before?
Not mask wise, I don't think. I've done videos with
Okay.
Corey. I've done videos with Jay.
When you say videos, what do you just like what do you mean by that?
So the one with Jay, he came to the original House of Masks location and he brought every mask that he had worn in his career so far, and we just did like a super detailed history video
Mm,
where he explained the concepts and how they came to be and why he painted one like this and blah blah blah, like all that stuff. So we did like super in-depth stuff with that. Um,
very cool.
Corey was the first person I did a video with, and that was all the way back in like 2017. And it was
Mm.
just Corey's like a massive collector.
Yeah. Yeah, big
Um,
big horror fan.
yeah, loves horror and
Yeah.
really is into like figures and stuff. He loves action figures. So me and him kind of got acquainted through collecting, and I was like, dude, let's do a video. Like nobody really like talks about your collection side of shit. Like let's let you like nerd out for a little bit. And he was like
Yeah.
super into it, so we did one on that.
Oh, cool. Can I find that on YouTube?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
yeah, I think it's like Corey Taylor Talks Collections or something. But I would assume if you type in Corey Taylor in the House of Masks, is one of my biggest.
Yeah.
So
Corey Taylor is why this podcast even exists.
really,
Yeah, he's a big influence to me. The song Snuff got me through quite a bit.
Yeah,
quite a
dude.
bit. I almost wasn't here right now, but I am because of Corey. That song got me through the hardest time of my life, well, it saved my life first off, and I was just like,
Mhm.
you know what? The least I can do is pay it back to other metal bands and all the surrounding community because it did so much for me, and that's why this exists. So much love to Corey Taylor.
Yeah, Corey's the man. He's such a nice guy, and I'll tell you, with that song never resonated with me growing up. Like I was like the angry Slipknot guy. I was like, I
Yeah,
want like metal stuff.
I want some
But
eyeless.
I saw that performed. The first time I ever saw that song performed, when was it? It had to be 2022. And just like watching that and hearing it live and seeing all of like the phone lights and stuff come out, I was
Mm,
like, "Oh, I get it.
yeah,
Like I get it now."
I get it now.
I knew that it was a good song, and I know that like when it comes to songwriting and stuff like that, like Corey's kind of untouchable, but seeing that live, I was like, I understand now.
Yeah, so the day after Joey Jordison passed, Corey was playing a solo show out in Vegas. Um, and so I was living in LA at the time, and I drove out there for it. And he played Snuff, but it was the day after Joey passed, and he dedicated it to Joey, and you could just tell like it was
Yeah,
really hard for him to get through.
yeah,
It was
absolutely.
a very emotional song that he played that night.
Yeah,
Mm. And there was even people crying in the crowd too. I think it was just the weight of the moment and just what it meant.
yeah, I believe it, man.
Chad Gray actually from Mudvayne was there too,
Oh, that's unfortunate.
but it's unfortunate.
Yeah, me and Chad maybe don't get along so
Oh,
well.
really? Oh, okay, never mind.
With that being said,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Greg from Mudvayne is a great dude, and that's another guy that we've worked with. So shout out to
He's
Greg.
he's guitar, right?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. His red face and the little like black spikes and stuff sticking out of it.
do you know what those were?
No, I have no clue.
Those were bugles.
No, they weren't.
I swear to God. Yeah, okay.
Bugles.
Yeah, let me see if I can find it quickly. So how I came to work with Mudvayne and with Greg particularly was his wife who has passed away, which rest in peace. She was like I cannot say
Mm,
enough nice things about her, the sweetest lady I've ever met in my life.
mm,
Um, she kind of reached out to me, maybe just because of the collection, and we had got to talking, and she was just real friendly, so we like became friends pretty quick. And she had mentioned to me just real loosely that Greg wanted to bring back his spiky hair, but he was sick of spiking it. Like it was like too much work for him to want to do every show, especially for how much they were touring at the time.
yeah. And the
And
makeup.
yeah, well, I immediately was like, dude, I was like, let me make something for him and we'll get like a prototype. And if he likes it, we'll really like do like the real thing. But like, let me make like this mock up thing. And that is what ended up becoming these this headpiece that he's
Oh
been
my
wearing for the last
goodness.
couple of years.
Yeah.
So he loved it. It
Yeah.
was awesome. We ended up going down to Texas for a week and like spending the week with them to get that done. But while we were down there, and if I can find it, I'm going to show you the photo. We were casting his head, and I was like, dude, this is going to sound so dumb, but I was like, I need a man. If I can't find this, I'm going to be upset. I was like, I need a photo of us eating bugles together, and he immediately knew what the deal was. And
Yeah.
man, that's one of my all-time favorite photos is us sharing
Oh,
this
that's
bag of
awesome.
bugles.
That's awesome.
Not a lot of people
When was
know
that?
what the reason for that is, but
Well, it's a secret between heavy mental breakdown and you and Chad. So not
yeah,
Chad, you and Greg. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Very cool. That's awesome. Mudvayne was always one of my favorite bands growing up. I remember when I was in middle school, actually in sixth grade, I got a Joey mask and just painted it and just wore a Slipknot shirt. Sixth grade. Seventh grade, I was Chad, but when he had the bullet hole in his head and
Mhm.
like all the blood was just coming down, I went to school in the seventh grade like that. I wasn't there long that day.
Hell yeah. Yeah. No, I love Mudvayne.
Was not.
I think Mudvayne is specifically, I think LD50 is probably the most underrated metal album of all time.
Yeah, and they just had their 25th anniversary for that one too.
They sure did.
Yeah. When I wouldn't say I was too young, but I was too young to go to shows from my parents. So I never got to see early Mudvayne with their makeup on.
Yeah.
So when they came back and did the reunion shows and they had said they're doing the makeup, freaked out, dude. I'm just like, oh my
Yeah.
God, never thought I was going to get this opportunity again.
Yeah. Same, dude. I never got to see him with the makeup. And we went to the first show back. It was at Incarceration. And they had a giant like banner thing up. And I just remember like trying so hard to see past it because nobody knew if they were going to bring it back or not. We had no idea. And then the curtain fell and we saw that they all had makeup on and I was like, yeah, this is it. We're so back.
I was so back. Um, well, you had said that there's stories. Is there anything else that any other kind of story that you'd like to bring up from a cool moment you had with the band, or you kind of want to move on to the next topic?
With Mudvayne specifically?
Just any bands,
Oh, dude, I've
just
got
any stories that you want to
all of
that
them.
you'd like to
Yeah.
share.
I've
I
worked with,
I, I love hearing this stuff.
yeah, I think that I've worked with just about every, I have like my big four, uh, which was Slipknot, Guar, Mudvayne, and West Borland, but like Limp Bizkit.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
haven't
Hell yeah, I love
specifically
Limp
worked
Bizkit.
with Limp Bizkit, but I have interacted with them enough times to be like, I'm content with that. Like West Borland follows me and he has me out at the shows and
Oh, he brings you out to the shows.
oh yeah, yeah, he's super
Sick.
super nice guy. And then what was it? 2023 Sonic Temple. I got there to just spend the day with Sid basically.
Hmm.
And Sid's assistant came and met me at like the gate and they walked me back or whatever and he's like, "All right, he's over there." And Slipknot has like a backstage area for the whole show that's like right behind where the bands are playing and that's where like all their gear is and Sid is like scratching the whole time. He's just like warming up. So as I walk over there, he's standing there with DJ Lethal and he introduces me and he's like, "This is my big brother, dude. Like this is the man." And Lethal's like, "We should take a picture together," and takes a selfie of the three of us. And I was like, DJ Lethal just took a selfie with me and Sid. I'm like,
Yeah,
6-year-old me would have freaked out. So
yeah.
all the stories, everything. Yeah, but no, we can move on because we'll be here all day.
So besides the Sid mask and besides what you've done for Mudvayne, what are some of your favorite masks? What is some of your favorite pieces that you've done?
Man, I don't know.
That's a tough one. That's a tough question there.
Yeah, that's just like that's like having. I don't know. I can
You
tell
don't
you some of
know.
my favorite masks in my collection. Probably.
Yeah.
I can
Oh,
give you
okay.
like
Yeah.
probably like a top 10 or something.
Cool.
I don't even know if I could do that.
Yeah. Just a couple that kind of stand out.
I'm a sucker for a self-titled Craig. So like the original Craig helmet with the big gas mask and
Hmm.
the whatever. I love those. I think that's like the quintessential Slipknot mask.
Yeah.
Um, these clowns that are back here,
Yeah.
they're like the OG shop
Yeah.
mask. So
Yeah.
these are what we call new gen Rudels.
Genry. Hmm. What is
They
that?
are essentially the same thing that he is using, except his is what we call a vintage copy because it comes from the 70s and the 80s. So finding those versions, the ones like he wore, are very, very rare. And that's like the holy grail of collecting. And I have six now. And I was like, I'm stopping at six. He's number six. It makes sense. My sixth one was like my perfect copy. It's over here, actually. I don't keep it in the collection room. I like to keep like my more special stuff out here by the desk. So
Oh, wow.
yeah,
Where'd you get it at?
this one came from another collector.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this one
You
came
guys
from.
are all friends. All you mask guys and collectors all know each other, huh?
Yeah, I wouldn't say we're friends. A lot of those guys
Oh,
can't stand me, but
okay.
yeah. And then
The
my mask.
politics and the mask.
Yeah.
There you go.
Whatever mask I'm currently wearing for like my stage stuff is always kind of like my go-to because I like living this thing, you know what I mean? So
When you say your stage stuff, what do you mean?
this is for anything. Any sort of shows that I host, like the Palefest stuff.
Oh,
Uh
okay. Okay.
I do like my fair share of like guest vocals and stuff with other bands too, so I always have that on if I'm doing stuff like that. Um but yeah, any sort of like public appearance for the most part. I've not done interviews with this for like a while because it gets kind of annoying. People can't understand what you're saying and uh
Ah, sure.
whatever. So I kind of stayed away from that for a little bit. But yeah, any sort of promotional stuff, Palefest stuff, guest vocal stuff, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a mask? Well, actually, no. I mean, we reword that. Besides Mr. Borland, is there anybody? Do you have like a list of people that you would love to do something for?
Buckethead is at the top of my list.
That would
Yeah,
be
if I could
awesome.
work with Buckethead, that would be like an end all be all for sure.
Yeah.
Um that's probably the one. I think him and West Borland are like the two big ones.
Cool. So
Yeah.
let's shift from music for a second. Obviously, masks are huge in the horror world. What
Yeah.
is your experience with horror? Do you work for films? Do you create masks or like prosthetic things for anything else? Or like what's your history with film?
No, I think I've kind of pigeonholed myself into the music aspect, which is
Okay.
fine. I like working with the people that I get to work with, and I'll be honest, like Hollywood and LA, and specifically like special effects people. Uh,
Yeah.
they're
I
just
can
kind of
go down a name of a few special
yeah,
effects people in LA who
yeah,
to
they're
stay
just
away
kind
from.
of they are just the worst people. So
Yeah, I was there for 10 years and I have no clue how I survived for 10 years. I mean, half of it was in school, so it was kind of a
yeah,
blur, but I'm just like, oh man.
yeah, I don't know how you.
During 2021, I was just like, all my jobs are remote right now. I'm out. I have no reason to be in LA right now. I'm out.
Yeah, I've never really spent like real time in LA, but in passing to get to somewhere else
Hmm.
has always been the worst. So I don't know how you've done it.
Yeah, I was actually going to ask you, do you ever do like conventions where you have like a whole display of your mask and stuff? Because I feel like I've seen a bunch of that in
Yeah,
LA, and I know it's huge. It's huge, like the Monster Paloozas and
yeah.
um, Midsummer
Um,
Scream, like all of those. Yeah.
I used to do more, but I have stopped since we started Palefest because I don't want to give anybody any sort of incentive to not come support my thing.
Mm,
So I feel like if people are like, well, I'll just meet AJ at this one that's like, whatever, then they're like, I don't have to go to his. And
yeah.
if anybody needs it, it's us because we are like ground up DIY, no sponsors. We do everything ourselves. We don't have like Horror Hounds money backing us up or whatever it is. So like,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't want to give anybody any incentive. I love my festival too much and I believe in it. So I'm like,
Oh yeah, Horror Hound is out in Ohio, right?
it's in Cincinnati too.
Yeah. Oh, okay. You
Yeah.
should do it like right across the street from where they do it and just like,
Uh,
we're
I think we're,
here. We're here.
yeah, I think we're doing it before them this year. So hopefully they're like, we don't want to keep competing with this. Will you stop doing yours for
Yeah.
$500? And I'll
Yeah,
be
yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah.
Have you ever gone as a vendor there or just
Oh yeah.
or as a oh, okay, cool. Cool.
Yeah, that's where
What's
kind of
the okay.
that's where kind of the idea came from. There's a
Hmm.
festival that's kind of like in conjunction with Horror Hound, and it's called Mask Fest. And
Hmm.
that was like my thing. That was like my vacation for the year. Was when Mask Fest rolled around when I was like this was like 2013, 2014. And it was so special and it felt so cool. And I don't know if it's like you ever hear the thing about how like Trix cereal turned into just circles because we grew up. Like
No, I haven't heard
we
that, but
lost
that's
the shapes.
hilarious though.
Yeah, like we lost the cool shapes because we grew up and like everything sucks now.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if that's kind of how the festival stuff went, but like it just lost its like soul, in my opinion.
Mm,
And I'm forever grateful for Mask Fest and I love Mask Fest, but like it just wasn't special anymore. And when me and Bishop were talking, we were like, we got to bring that sort of feeling back where like everybody's friends, everybody's like, yeah. So
yeah. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to create this community, and it's pretty wild how far it's kind of gone. I'm throwing my first show in May at the end of May, and I have five bands from out of state, one from Ohio, driving out to New York to play this, and it's a wide mixture of music and
yeah,
all different genres, and it's a benefit show, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So I've started to see like all these areas, these different cities where I'm interviewing people, and then they start to follow each other, and it's like it's
yeah,
creating something really cool. So I am all about community. I love that.
hell yeah.
Love that.
Yeah, no, community, networking, like cross promoting, all of that stuff is super rad.
Yeah. So since this is a mental health music podcast, why don't you tell us a little bit about your love for music and kind of what it has done for your mental health and kind of just regular day. Are you like constantly playing music when you're in your studio or like when you're driving? Like what does music mean to you?
Well, music is responsible for my entire life, which is crazy because my life is exactly what I would want it to be, whether I was 6 years old or 16 years old or 30. It's all because of that. So yeah, dude, I
Yeah,
don't
that's
know. I don't
amazing.
know. There's no way for me to put into words.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it's like air. And that it sounds
Yeah.
like corny and like cliche and stuff, but it's like
Yeah.
it literally is
You
like,
need it.
yeah, it's my God, it's my
Yeah.
thing,
Yeah.
it's my, whatever. So, and I thought that I loved music a lot when I was 6, and I thought that I loved music a lot when I was 16, and it's like every day I wake up and I find something else, and I'm like that much more thankful for it. And
Discovering new music is such an amazing feeling.
dude, I'll tell you what, the last 5 years of music for me has been the best 5 years because I have all the things that I've loved my whole life, right? Like I've got Slipknot, still have Slipknot, Guar, Black Dahlia Murder, even like the oldies, like fucking like your Ozzies and Black Sabbath stuff
Mm,
and like
yeah.
whatever, Motley Crue and shit that like my dad was listening to when I was little. But now I'm like, holy shit, like Billy Strings is sick as shit. I love bluegrass now. And
Oh, bluegrass stuff.
yeah, I've like embraced like my pop girly era of shit. I listen to more pop music now than probably any other genre. It's kind of crazy.
You know
But
what?
just
But you know what album's really good? I can't remember if it came out this year or late last year. The new Justin Bieber album. I've been rocking that one.
I
I'm
believe
a
that.
I'm a believer. I think that's what
Yeah.
they're called. That's
Yeah.
me.
No, I can see that, dude.
Growing
Yeah.
up in the 90s, dude, like having all those like pop bands coming out, Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, and all of them, and just like 98 Degrees. And it's like,
Yeah.
just whenever I hear pop, I'm like, ah, kind of a little bit of a better time.
Yeah, dude. Yes. Yes.
Especially those nostalgic bands. Mm.
Yeah, no, I live for nostalgia and dude, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. There's just no way to like fully put it all together.
Yeah. I think that's always my most like people are always like, "Huh, I gotta kind of think about this for a second." I don't know. It's hard to put into words, like you said.
Yeah.
So what's the music scene out like where you're at? Do you go to shows often? Do you kind of drive around Ohio? Because I know Columbus is pretty big on music. I know they have a big music, like an indie music scene out there. Cleveland, you got the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Um, yeah, what's your life in Ohio like when it comes to shows and music?
My home city has nothing. So that sucks. Yeah, there's
That
nothing. There's
sucks.
there's nothing here, but Columbus is like a 45-minute drive for me, so that's cool. And I mean, we hit everything from the big festivals like Sonic Temple or whatever to dude, there's a venue here called Dirty Dungarees. It's literally a laundromat in the hood, and it is sick as fuck. Some of the best shows I've ever been to
Hell
have
yeah.
been at this laundromat, so it's everything.
This laundromat.
Yeah, it is. If you want to get your ass beat on a Friday, go to the laundromat because there's a hardcore show and somebody will fuck you up.
Hell yeah. I was at Kemba Live a couple years ago.
Oh, I love Kemba.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but it was outdoors in like the amphitheater area. That was a cool spot. That was a fun. I like that a lot.
yeah,
It
yeah,
was a summer night. Like fireworks went off at the end. And I'm just
yeah,
like, I'm
yeah.
like,
That's
cool.
that's where I interviewed Corey, I believe,
Oh, cool.
and then one of my best friends in the world. His name's Tyler Burgess. He is ex bass player for Falling in Reverse.
Yes. Okay. I was like, I know that name.
Yeah, I met him up there. He randomly hit me up. He's like, "Hey," it was like a day before this show. He's like, "We're doing like a kind of like a pop-up show type thing at Kimba." He's like, "I know you live pretty close, and I'm like a fan of your videos if you want to come up." And I was like, "Sure." I didn't know anything about Falling. Whatever. I just thought that it was cool that he was like being nice to me or whatever. So I drove up by myself, and the second that we like met each other, I was like, "Oh, this is my best friend." So shout
Cool.
out Tyler. He's doing a new music project called American Monster, and if you're
Mm.
into badass shit like Pantera, if you want riffs that like kick your ass and stuff like that, dude, that's the guy.
I gotta bring him on the show. We'll break down one of his new tracks. We'll do
I will
that.
link you guys up.
That would be
Link
amazing,
you guys
man.
up.
That'd be
He is
cool.
he when I tell you like it seems like I am just like sucking off everybody that I'm talking about. I'm like, oh, like
You're showing
Deadly Premonition, like
appreciation. You're
whatever.
showing appreciation. That's all it is.
I found that the older I get, the more that I am able to surround myself with people that are the realest of the real.
Hmm.
And yeah, I just love those people. So
Which means you've had enough of those shitty people in your life to understand who the real ones are.
exactly. And those
I get
shitty
that.
people have made me appreciate the real one so much
Yeah.
more that I don't care to sit here and talk about Tyler because I fucking love Tyler and I want Tyler to know that I love Tyler and that I'm proud of him.
Cool. Did you get to meet Ronnie when you were hanging out with Tyler?
Yeah, I met Ronnie a couple of times. He was always nice to me. I know that the
Yeah.
internet has like a
Internet's wild. I love Ronnie. He is I've been a fan of him since he was in Escape the Fate. So I been following him for a bit. And that first Falling album, oh man, that was like summer 2012 anthem for me. Is that when it was? 2012? Yeah, I think that was when it was. I remember seeing them in LA at the House of Blues. They were way bigger than a little House of Blues. And then now they're headlining and doing all the festivals. Good for them. Good for
got me wondering what the fuck I was listening to in 2012 now.
them.
I'll get back to
And
you
I
on
only remember that because that's a year that I moved to LA.
that. Yeah,
And a lot of my music started to change when I moved to LA because I was meeting a bunch of different people, like in bands and stuff. I was just
yeah,
like overloaded on music. That's the one thing I do like about LA. Their music scene's really cool. And I love going to like the Whiskey A Go Go, the
yeah,
Viper Room, like all those cool venues on Sunset.
yeah.
Yeah, those are
Yeah.
cool. So with all this being said, I know that you have your festival coming up, June. What's the date for that one again?
July,
July.
July 24th and 25th.
It's at the end of July. Yeah.
Yeah.
But what else do you have coming up this year? What else is on the schedule for House of Mass?
I'm honestly gonna try to take it easy.
Mm,
This
okay.
last year, I think I worked harder than I probably ever worked before, and it was so stressful between the move
Mm,
and just trying to like do what I thought was the right thing. And then I'll be like totally honest with you. December and January, so December of last year and January of this year, I was I was putting out like double the content, and I was trying to like do the whole like Instagram Reels, YouTube
yeah.
Shorts, like trying to like really feed the machine. and it wasn't working at all. It was like
Mm.
counterproductive for some reason. My numbers were lower than they've been in like a long time. So
Mm.
January ended and I was like, fuck it. I'm not gonna worry about this anymore. I'm gonna go out and just take time away from the videos and working to do stuff that I want to do. So I started like putting a lot of time into my truck and I started going out into the
Cool.
woods and
Just
like,
enjoying the things outside of career.
yeah, dude,
Sleeping,
I live I
watching
live
movies.
25 minutes from like one of the craziest like nature reserves in
Mm.
Ohio, and I was like, I'm gonna go see some waterfalls. So I
Hell
started
yeah.
getting up at like 8 a.m. and just going
Hell
around looking
yeah.
at waterfalls and shit. I'm like, I feel so much better, and immediately the content started doing better. I don't know what the
Huh.
fucking deal was. So I'm gonna
There you go.
continue that mindset until that doesn't work anymore, and then whatever. So
Yeah, I could just see you relaxing by like a waterfall, but you have like a portable speaker and you're blasting like the Heretic Anthem or something like that. You're
yeah,
like, oh, this is so relaxing.
yeah, I'm gonna go. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go to the Applebee's and I'm gonna put on Black Dahlia Murder every day.
There you go. Music is air. I need
Yeah,
this. I need
exactly.
it. I need it. So I guess kind of my last question for you, and I know that maybe you've kind of answered it a little bit, but if you can do, actually, I got two questions for you. If you can do mask work for anything, not just music or movies, like what would you like a project that you would love to take on?
Hmm. That's a big one.
Yeah.
I don't, dude, how does it get cooler than Slipknot?
Right, 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 right. Well, I mean, you can uh like let's just say like your dream thing is for them all to come to you one day and it's like you make a mask for all of them. Something like that.
It's not something that's possible, but if I could have established some sort of working relationship with Joey before he passed away, I think that would have
Mm,
been the one.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be the one.
Yeah.
If that counts.
No, it counts. It counts. R.I.P. Joey Jordison. He was why I got into music in the first place. A friend burnt me the Iowa CD in high school, and I don't know, middle school. He's like, "Hey, take the." It was like a burnt CD. He's like, "Here, take this. Go listen to it." I was like, "All right," because I was into Linkin Park at the time. Like that was as heavy as I got, and
Yeah.
I put this on. I put Iowa on, and I'm like, "What the fuck is this?" I
Yeah.
was like, "I love this." And
Yeah.
then I was like on, I think it was like LimeWire, and I was like downloading all. I feel terrible about it, but I was a kid, and my parents wouldn't let me buy it, so I needed
Yeah.
to get it somehow.
Yeah. No,
But
at that time, dude, still music was selling so much more than it is now that I
yeah,
was.
oh yeah. But I remember just listening to the drums on those albums and just being blown away. And I had always wanted to be a drummer, but my dad, mad at him for this. But one day he was just like, if you drop this drum set thing, I'll take you to Guitar Center right now and buy you a guitar and an amp. He was like, what do you want to do? I was like, oh, fuck. All right, let's go get a guitar.
Why did he
It,
want you to be a guitarist versus being a drummer?
Well, it was space, it was the noise. Like they were like, we can build you one day like your own little kind of like a soundproof shed in the back, and that's where you can do your thing. We have no clue when we'll be able to do that. It doesn't We don't want it in the house, or we can just go buy you a guitar right now.
Yeah, that
And
makes
in my mind, though, I was like, okay, I'll get a guitar, and then I'll bring this back up in a couple years, and I'll have both. But that never happened. It didn't
yeah,
work out that way. Well, yeah, Joey Jordanson. So last question is what is where do you hope your company goes? Like what is the ultimate goal for you? Do you like just doing what you're doing now, or is there a place where you want to see this grow to?
uh, I don't know. I just kind of
Like traveling the country, doing shows, showing off your stuff, going to conventions, just really kind of throwing it out in people's faces? Or are you just like chilling and doing what you're doing out in Ohio?
no, I like it here. I like it here. I like the privacy. And I've calmed down because I was going hard for like a while and traveling constantly. And
Hmm.
the first year that I started flying, I probably took more flights than most people do like in their lives. So I've found like since getting the church and turning 30, and like this is it really does feel like I've stepped into like a whole new chapter of like adulthood and like being fine with like my age kind of
Do
catching
you
up with me and
do you have a
stuff.
cat yet?
No, no
No,
animals.
no animals. Okay.
Nope.
I
No.
was gonna be, I was
Maybe
like,
one day.
all like my friends are like they're like mid-30s and everything. They're just like, we're just chill. We're being adults. We got a cat.
Yeah.
We don't want a dog. We don't want to be going out every morning, like walking him, especially in the snow. We got a
Yeah.
cat.
Yeah, I've thought about it. I have this fucking thing with animals where I'm like, I just know that they're gonna die and break my heart at the end, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm ready
Dude.
yet.
It was so my very first pet was when I was how old was I? I was like 24. So it was about 12 years ago. Uh 25 I got him. And I had never had a pet before. And I was like, okay, well, I'll get a cat. We'll see how it goes. He went on to be my best friend, dude. Like he like took I always say he took better care of me than I did with him
Hmm.
because that experience that I was telling you when I almost wasn't here, like it was very, very hard, very dark. But like my cat knew that I was going through something. So like he
Yeah,
would always like if I was on a chair working, he would always just kind of like tap me on the leg and I would pick him up and he would just like sleep on me for like an hour. Like
yeah.
he always knew when something was off. And
We don't do.
when he passed, dude, I lost it. I
Yeah,
lost
we
it.
don't deserve animals.
We don't.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Mm. Animals. Well, dude, I am stoked for July. The last, so July 24th through the 25th.
Yes, sir.
Are you
Yeah,
going to have quite a few masks on display there?
dude, it's gonna be a wonderland.
Wonderland masks.
Yeah, I want to be like, oh, it's gonna look so crazy. I can't even fathom what it's gonna look like because of the setting this time. So
Mm.
yeah, you just gotta come out and see.
Well, with that being said, AJ with House of Masks, thank you so much for coming on this, man. I've definitely, I knew who you were and your company way before I even reached out to you, but
Yeah.
whenever I would see stuff, I'd be like, that mask is so sick. But if I get caught up in collecting, I lose it. I'm
Hmm.
like, now I need this one, now I need this one, now I need this one. So I'm
Yeah,
like
and before you know it, you're
very,
gonna have to
yeah.
buy a church to keep all your stuff in.
But I do want to pick up a clown mask from you. You're gonna have those there?
Yeah, I'm sure that we can figure something out.
There we go. I want to grab one of those from you.
There you go.
Cool, man. Well, thank you for coming on here and telling your story. The company, I wish nothing but the best for House of Mask and that you get to chill a little bit this year. Put on some Limp Bizkit dad vibes, and kind of just hang out and get a cat or something.
Yeah, dude, find me around the fire in the backyard, just listening to Stained and being sad.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. It's been a while.
It's been a while.